Hey, this is James. We are live, and we do appreciate you watching us on the replay and live. We are actually bringing you some more news. We have been not bringing you consistent news here lately, but we're going to try to improve. We've had several things, some sickness, some family things, trying to visit different family members with sickness, and so we are trying to get back to bringing you consistent news. And I'm bringing you a new video hosting platform that I've just become part of, and trying to bring you up to date with a few different things. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just jump right in the news. I want to welcome you. Please make sure that you click the links below. If you would like to support us, you can have the links beside, and you can follow us on Clouthub and Parler. And we are going mainstream conservative and free speech platforms. And the video platform I'm going to be showing you at the middle, at the new or at the advertisers break, is a new platform. It's been around a while, but it's a free speech platform for video. I am really excited about it. So all right, we are going to go ahead and we're going to jump in, and we're going to go to news, and we are actually going to be talking to you about Joe Biden. And we're going to some tweet that him and Kamala Harris did. Of course, the title of this is about that. We're also going to give you some of the other side students of that are pro-Trump. And if you don't know it already, and if you're watching, I am very pro-Trump. So I'm just getting it out there. Very pro-Trump. So, all right, let's go ahead. And thank you for joining. And please follow us, subscribe, share, and as we upload this to our video channels, subscribe to the channel, and like the videos and all of it. So thank you very much. And we're going to get to the news, and we appreciate you joining us today. And this is our first season of news, and we're trying to keep increasing the episodes and podcasts. Of course, we're over on Anchor FM too, which distributes to multiple platforms. So, all right, we are starting out with the article: Joe Biden, Kamala Harris tweet, say her name, and street protest. Last night, at the time of this recording last night, and you realize real quick that, and if you listen to any news, there were protests all across the country. And I say all across the country. I know of Louisville, Atlanta, Nashville. I think there were some out in California. There's a key thing to remember here: Democrat cities. And I saw a tweet from President Trump already, and I'm not going to go to it, but he was already asking them, just ask for help and we'll be there. But no, Democrats don't want to do that. Okay, let's go on. The Democrat candidate for president and his running mate tweeted the street slogan, say her name. And they were saying, say her name. That Breonna Taylor that was killed, they're saying, say her name. No justice, no peace, and da 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 da. You know, it's like, do we live in America? Okay, amid the wave of raucous and sometimes violent protest from coast to coast, the protests and tweets came after a grand jury in Kentucky did not recommend murder charges after several police officers for the March 2020 shooting death of Breonna Taylor. The announcement prompted sharp objections and triggered a wave of national protest. One of the things I want you to do, and I did not bring the article up, but go listen to the report. This was decided on by a jury, and our judicial system, a jury of our peers. Our judicial system, sometimes it goes one way, sometimes it goes another. But the evidence, the prosecutor obviously didn't do their job, and the defense did their job, showing They brought the evidence, and the evidence was not strong enough. And these people cannot handle it. The tweets by Joe and Kamala Harris did not mention the protests, which included some violence and shooting. See, they won't really come out against it. But here it is. We must continue to speak Breonna Taylor's name, support her family still in grieving, and never give up on ensuring the full promise of America for every American. Yes, I totally agree. We need to remember them. What about all the cops' families that have been killed? You know, what are all of... I mean, I could just go down. Okay. Tonight, I'm thinking of Breonna Taylor's family, who is still grieving the loss of a daughter and sister. We must never stop speaking Breonna's name as we work to reform our justice system, including overhauling no-knock warrants. And go ahead and do a little research in that. They knocked. They announced themselves. Okay, you just do the research. I'm just going to give you some news. You know how I am. I am very, very pro-Trump. That's who I am. And, and I know this is called real-time news, but I'm giving you the news how I see it. Joe Biden's first husband, this is interesting. The Biden's love story is a lie, and I'm backing Trump. This is Joe Biden's first husband. Joe Biden's first husband is speaking out about what he claims was then Senator Joe Biden's affair with the woman who is now hoping to become America's first lady. He said, this is Joe Biden's first husband. I was betrayed by the Bidens, Bill Stevenson said in a new interview, Inside Edition. Joe was my friend. Jill was my wife. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Really? So is that the type of president you want? Just saying. All right. Our non-partisan, in quotes, media at work. Trump hasn't even named his pick. This is from Powerline. And again, I for those of you listening on the podcast, I'm not putting the links in. You can go to the links to the website and to the video, my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be talking about a new video channel that I'm using, so I will end up dropping that in after I talk about it. So our nonpartisan media work, and the reason why I said that is you will be able to go watch the videos and be able to see on the video you can actually see what I'm reading. Okay, Trump hasn't even named his pick to succeed Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court, and already the media is stepping up to fulfill its role as the propaganda adjunct for the Democratic Party and its leftward most pressure groups. Okay, this is NBC News. They have a link here. Trump frontrunners antithetical to Ginsburg's legacy, critics say. Okay, critics say. Which critics? I'm surprised they don't say experts, just to give it that special CDC glow. I wonder what Anthony Fauci thinks. How long until the CDC declares that Ginsburg grief is a serious health threat? I love the sarcasm. That can only be cured if Trump appoints Nina Totenberg to the Supreme Court. Anyway, okay, to continue, the article says, the women on President Donald Trump's short list to replace Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court do not reflect Ginsburg's legacy and could undo key civil rights victories she backed during her 27 years on the court. The LGBTQ and the civil rights advocates warned. The thing about it is, I'm just going to say, it doesn't. We are all Americans. There's nothing more special than any other nationality, race, your love interest, there's nothing more special. And again, I'm just going to say, well, I'll go on. Okay, just having a woman, any woman does not cut it, they say. We need someone with deep civil rights experience and background if we are looking to fill the legacy of her seat on the court. They're ticked. They're really ticked. And that's good. The liberals are losing. Trump is winning. Trump is pro-America, pro-God, pro-Israel. How much more can you want? All right. Here we go. What libs are outside of Mitch McConnell's. This is how they react. They're outside Mitch McConnell's house protesting the peaceful transition of power at the Supreme Court. This is the one thing. Let me jump over here. I'm going to go on a rant. This is the one thing that is different about conservatives and liberals. Conservatives believe in the rule of law. That's the bottom line. We believe in the rule of law. We have a law to abide by. The liberals, they don't get their way, and then they end up protesting, burning down cities, tearing up property. Look at what has happened across over in Oregon and out in Minnesota and just across the country. And then last night, Louisville, Atlanta, Nashville. When the liberals don't get their way, they're like a crying baby, and have you ever been in the store? In fact, this is what all these liberals are. Those little kids that didn't get their way and throwing a fit in the middle of a store. This is who are adults now doing this. I'm telling you, we need to take our country back. I try to train my kids that life isn't fair, and you don't always get your way, but you have to go on. Come on. All right, I'm sorry. All right, they're outside McConnell's house, and here it is. For all the talk about President Trump refusing to accept a peaceful transition of power should he lose in November, how come the libs won't accept the peaceful transition of power in the Supreme Court? Get real. Really. I mean, they have not accepted that President Trump was voted in as a legitimate president since 2016. They've been throwing fits. The liberals have been throwing fits this entire time. So here's some pictures. Protest outside McConnell's house. And here we go. Pretty sizable crowd in a go-go band at 7:30 moving toward Mitch McConnell's house for an early morning wake-up call. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad. Demonstrators, go-go band stage wake-up call it Mitch McConnell's home to fight back against filling judgment Justice RBG seat. I mean, really, this is how you do it. Ah, man. All right, now before we go to now I'm going to go ahead and play some more videos before we go to break. Here is what is happening on the college side, those that support Trump. So there is, and I'm encouraged. I'm just going to tell you, I'm encouraged. Okay, college students outraged when school refuses to stop pro-Trump Back the Blue rally that was taking place off campus. Students at Mount Holyoke College in South Hadley, Massachusetts are furious after the school refused to stop an off-campus rally in support of President Donald Trump, police officers, and law enforcement officials. According to the Thursday report from Campus Reform, students became outraged after finding out about the rally and attempted to pressure the school's administration to stop the offending event. Students were made aware of the rally through a posting on Instagram page. A portion of the post read, "I know that most students aren't on campus, but there's a Back the Blue pro-police and pro-Trump standout at the Village Commons in South Hadley this weekend. It's right across the street from campus. I'm only reaching out because I hope student pressure on admin will create a response from the college." You know, it's like, oh, the students don't get their way. Wah! Hey, this is part of democracy. We are a republic. We are a republic where there's freedoms that we enjoy. And we don't have to agree, but we can still get along with each other. All right, here's a report. Senate report slams Biden's for for conflicts of interest flags possible criminal activity. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged. We'll see. May take my video down. So what? All right.
So I've been doing a lot of reporting on this. I think you could see it as early as the next 24 hours, a lengthy report, a one-year investigation, and it will debunk the false storyline that Democrats gave us during last year's impeachment. Remember, at that time, any questions about Hunter Biden was a conspiracy theory. There was no conflicts. There was nothing bad going on. Here's what the report is likely to reveal. First, the State Department, under Obama and Biden, believed that Joe Biden was engaging in a conflict of interest. Secondly, the State Department detected a $7 million bribe being paid by Burisma, the company hiring Hunter Biden in Ukraine, while Hunter Biden sat on its board. They reported it to the FBI. That sounds like wrongdoing. Third, there was a pressure campaign inside the Obama State Department and in the White House invoking Hunter Biden's name and trying to pressure the U.S. government to make the Burisma corruption allegations go away before the 2016 election ended. And then finally, it wasn't just the State Department worried about Hunter Biden. The Treasury Department flagged several transactions, foreign money flowing into companies connected to Hunter Biden as suspicious transactions, usually the first step.
So there we have it. Suspicious transactions. They've tracked it down. Hunter Biden and possible criminal activity. And I wanted to play that to. It's not me talking. It's directly from the news report. So there are things going on. There are things happening, and so that is that. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and as I do, what I'm going to ask you to do, we're going to be coming back and talking about a reporter on the ground. Then we're going to go to the Clouthub and Parler. I'm not doing the tech segment this time. We had too much. I try to squeeze everything into a 30-minute. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go to the news or our show sponsors. And with our show sponsors, then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk about a video platform that I have just started using. And it is awesome, awesome, awesome. Finding the right lawn service can always be challenging. You find those services that just try to make it through the day and really don't do what you want them to do. Well, I have great news for you. R.W. Peters Lawn Services in South Stuart, Florida and Hope Sound can help you out. If you live around the Hope Sound, South Stuart, Florida area, you can get your lawn service completed by R.W. Peters Lawn Services. You can go to their website, peterslawnservicesfl.com. You can even call them 740-710-2031. That's 740-710-2031. Email Brian at peterslawnservicesfl.com. Call them today. Trying to advertise in today's world is a very competitive thing. There are many advertising agencies that are saying that if you go with them, you will actually get your word out. Well, I would like to introduce to you a totally new and innovative way to advertise your message. It's called Flamin' Hot Ads. That is FLAMIN Hot Ads, ADS. Flamin' Hot Ads puts your business card size ad on a styrofoam carryout tray. In today's world, carryouts are a major part of any restaurant business. You can call them 833-ADS-TO-GO. That's ADS-TOGO. 833-ADS-TO-GO. Call them to put your advertisement on a styrofoam carryout tray. Art is a thing of the past. I would like to introduce to you an artist that still does hand-drawn Art. Don Meredith. Go to donmeredithart.com. That's DonMeredithArt.com. Don Meredith does hand-drawn art. He will do whatever you need him to do. You can go to the website and you can see his art that he does. You can give him a call, 772-708-4060. Email finefunart@gmail.com. That's FINEFUNART@gmail.com. Or his website, Don, D-O-N, Meredith, MEREDITH, art.com. He looks forward to talking with you. Are you looking for real news with a real conservative perspective? I invite you to facebook.com/realtimenewstc. That's Realtime News TC of the Treasure Coast. My name is James Powell. I'm the host. I truly would like to invite you to join us. We'll see you on the next show. All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn that off. We are back again. My name is James Powell, and I am bringing you today a new video platform to me. A new video platform. As many of you know, if you've followed me very long, I have spoken of Dan Bongino a lot. And Dan Bongino actually lives here in the same county that I do, here in South Florida. So what I'm doing is I want to talk just a couple minutes about this new video platform. It's been around, I found out, between 6-7 years or something like that. So what we are doing is we became a part. We signed up for an account. And here is my my account. You can go to rumble.com/c/James Powell Online. Okay. I'm also doing an account for real-time news. We're going to kind of ramp that up a little bit, and I'll be giving that to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm dropping in the feed, the live Facebook feed now, my referral link. I'm dropping it in. There it is. Now, I'm asking you to sign up to rumple.com through that link, and then I'm going to also ask you, I'm dropping the link in for my channel. And I just realized I didn't have the mic on. Sorry about that. Rumble.com. I actually dropped the links in. You can sign up for Rumble, and my rumble.com James Powell Online link to my channel. Please join me. Okay, we're going to go to the last news report I have, and we're going to go over a little bit over 30 minutes here. I have this feeling. That's all right. But Bodycam footage right from last night, Louisville, Kentucky. I mean, we are in. The liberals don't get their way, so they go ahead and they get upset. That's the bottom line. So we're going to go watch this.
This is just outrageous. Joining me now is Julio Rosas, townhall.com senior writer, who's on the ground in Louisville tonight and was at the scene when these shots rang out. Julio, we're waiting for an update from the police, and this happening any minute, but describe what you saw and heard tonight.
And I wanted to stop real quick and say that as of this morning, this was the very first report last night, but the two officers are there. The last report I got, non-life-threatening injuries. Let's go ahead and finish this.
So that crowd that was marching in the street, they came out of the park area in front of the Hall of Justice that had been gathering there. As they were marching away from the kind of barricaded zone, there were people breaking off and smashing the uncovered windows and setting fires. They were marching in the street towards the police officers when the officers fired flashbangs in the air over the crowd. About a few seconds later, that's when we started to hear the gunshots and people started to scatter. And the video that I posted for Town Hall, you can see me trying to run and get out of the way because a few seconds after the shootings could be heard, police started to swarm the area. And like I said, people started to scatter. We were trying to get out of the way and obviously trying to avoid any more potential gunshots.
And Julio, the authorities and shopkeepers, businesses, people don't realize from across the country, they've been boarded up for weeks and weeks, and they've been preparing for this immediate vicinity for the last several days. So there's been an enormous amount of chatter about this, yet you can see in a situation like this, there's only so much the police are going to be able to do. When it's this, quote, protest that's just violence and mayhem is spreading around such a wide array of streets and blocks and enclosed areas. There's only so much the police can control.
I mean, right. And earlier today, another march was again marching in the streets. And this was right after the grand jury's decision had been made. And again, they were marching in the streets. Windows and businesses that were not covered were being targeted. And so they were eventually stopped, but they were stopped about 3 miles after they were in the Jefferson Square Park area. So, I mean, there was like about 3 miles worth of property that could potentially have been damaged by some in the crowd before they were eventually put a stop to, and people were arrested.
And some of the print news reports, Julio, from the...
Okay, that was the live report last night, and we'll just go ahead and continue. All right, Clouthub. You can also follow me. I have it in the description. Follow me on Clouthub. Here we go. Breonna Taylor protest. Suspect accused of shooting cops ID'd as Louisville sees nearly 100 arrests after grand jury decision. So they've already got the guy. Then on Parler. Rioters set police headquarters on fire in St. Louis. Oh yeah, I forgot about St. Louis. Wow. Crazy. All right, we're going to go ahead and end this episode. Thank you for listening. We ask you to please go to the description, support us. Follow me on Rumble, rumble.com. The link is in the description. Also, you can go to my channel, rumble.com/c/James Powell Online. That's my channel. That's one of the channels I have. So please follow. All right, as we end this show, we're going to do as we always do, end with the verse of the day. I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on earth. How appropriate. For in these I delight, declares the Lord. Wow, that's pretty cool. For a day of riots, a night of riots, I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness. Jeremiah 9:24. Two truths are equally crucial for us to understand in this passage. First, God is kind, just, and righteous. Second, He delights in those things when He sees them in us. So what does your life stand for? Let's be like our Father and take on the lifestyle of loving kindness, the cause of justice for all, and the character of righteousness. Why? Because we should have no greater joy than to bring delight to the Father. And the prayer of the day, Almighty and dear God, may my life delight you and bring you joy. However, dear Father, I am aware that my character falls far short of your holiness and righteousness, and the mercy and grace I display to others pales in comparison to the mercy and grace you have shown toward me. So please, Father, help me know these things where I most need to grow to be pleasing to you and to bless others with your grace. Thank you for giving me the Holy Spirit to help transform me. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I want to thank you again for following us, for joining us, for watching this. I ask you to share, subscribe to whatever video platform this is on, and share it, like it. And if it's on the podcast, make sure that you share it and share it with your friends. Thanks for joining us. This is James Powell with Real-Time News. I appreciate you being part of our podcast and videocast. Thank you. Have a great day. And we pray that God will richly bless you. We will catch you on the next show. Have a great day.